Go.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this new podcast called Wresslin 101 with Jaxson. I am Jaxson Booth, his dad, the co-host, and this is
Jaxson,
Jaxson Booth,
Jaxson Booth,
the host.
the host.
We started this because we wanted to kind of teach the young kids and teach everybody really about wrestling, because Jaxson comes from a third generation, because I grew up watching wrestling, and I passed that down to my son and stuff, and we know all the stuff in behind, all this backstory stuff, and people bust our chops all the time, and, well, it's fake, and, well, it's really not fake. It's predetermined and everything in the back, but them guys really hurt themselves.
Yeah.
They really get hurt. They're athletes.
Like they really get bust open.
Yes.
They really get bust open in the back. They
Yes.
really fake it.
But I'm Jaxson Booth, and this is Jaxson. Why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself? Who do you like, and what kind of wrestling you like?
I mostly like the matches when they have the hardcore match and the ladder match. And the most thing that's crazy is the Elimination Chamber, how big it is.
Yeah.
Those are my top 3 favorite matches. But I remember the steel cage. I remember when I watched it with straight up with Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. Ric Flair got out of the ring somehow without touching the floor. He put his feet on the mat and just grabbed a chair until Hulk Hogan kicked him out of the ring.
Yeah.
And Ric Flair won.
Okay, we don't want to tell too much. This is just our trailer. We need to save some of this for the episodes to get people to listen. We don't want them to just listen to the trailer.
No.
Yeah, but we wanted to do this because we both enjoy wrestling. I got a cousin that comes over, and we watch all the pay-per-views, AEWs, WWEs when they come over, and it just we love it. We was raised on it, and that's why. And I know wrestling's spelt different here because I'm doing that on purpose. I grew up with everybody saying wrestling instead of wrestling. It's wrestling. So that's why that's like that. But we got some good stuff coming up for you. We are in this podcast. You can look forward to learning. I don't know a whole lot of the history of it. I just knew what I grew up watching and stuff. But I've been doing some research. I'm going to do my best to be as accurate as I can. But if I'm not accurate, don't cuss me for it. Just send me an email and say, hey, man, you're wrong. This really happened. And I'll be just tell me the right stuff, because I don't want to be telling a lot of kids growing up the wrong information and stuff like that. So just help me out with that if you want to. But we'll get our email going and all that other stuff. But anyways, about myself, like I said, I grew up on it, and the Von Erichs down here in the South were really big. I got to see the Von Erichs on TV all the time. I got to see Ravishing Rick Rude come through here before he went to the WWE. Andre the Giant came through, not through Mineral Wells in the town where I live. I'm talking about where over in the Metroplex, over in Fort Worth. They'd always go over there, and we'd see him on TV. Every now and then we'd go over there to the matches. But, yeah, it was fun going and seeing him. It is, so I'm kind of passing it on to my son. It's pretty cool. And I will say, and I'm not promoting anything here, but I will say that it is a treat if you can have or afford the WWE network thingy. And this ain't a plug or anything either. It's just awesome what they provide. You can have old matches. I got him to watching some old Ric Flair matches, some old Stargate matches, trying to get our youth back into the sport before it dies, because it's not that popular like it was when I was growing up, especially in the 90s and the early 2000s. I mean, at least back then you could walk around and mention it, and people wouldn't, oh, that's stupid, or, but now it's not as popular as it was, which is fine. But, I mean, I just want to educate and try to teach the young ones so we don't lose this. I mean, we don't really need to lose it. I mean, it's a good sport and it's fun. But you want to give them any more anything, son, to tell them to watch our to listen to our podcast or anything, buddy?
really have anything.
Well, if that's it, then, Bud, we'll get out of here, and we're going to start on cranking out some good episodes and good wrestling stuff for you.
Yeah.
And we have another
Podcast.
wrestling podcast, and that one's with me, him, and his and my nephew, and we go over just the stuff that's going on now. We started out doing stuff in the past, but we've switched it. But anyways, I'm here to pump our show, Wrestlin 101 with Jaxson. He is your host, Jaxson Booth, and we will come up with some wrestling names.
Yeah.
And I'm his father, Stephen Booth. I can be like, I don't know. We'll think of something.
Hulk Hogan.
No, we don't want to use something someone's already used. But I could be the battle axe old man. Anyways, well, you guys be good. You want to send them off and say goodbye, buddy?
Yes.
Remember to tell them, say, this is Wrestling 101 with Jaxson.
This is Wrestling 101 with Jaxson.
Say, thank you for listening and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you for listening and have a great day. Good night.